Man, I am tired of the negative Nancys and bitter Bettys and pessimistic Petes and gloomy Garys, and man, does it feel like they are everywhere, especially online. Always talking shit, trying to take away from other people's success and accomplishments, and that mindset is such a bummer. And let me tell you, it's not a mindset you want to adopt when you're entering business. You're smart, you're motivated, you want to do something big. You're on the verge of being a young boss, and we're going to help you get there. I'm your host, Isabelle Guarino, and welcome to the Young Boss Podcast, where youth is your power. Today, we're going to talk about the opposite mindset of what I just described, the opposite of scarcity, abundance, and how to adopt an abundance mindset as you get ready to enter the Shark Tank. Because the only way to make it through the cutthroat world of business is to do it with gratitude and positivity and to view everything with abundance. So what does it mean to live with abundance mindset, and how can it change your life? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. And this mindset, it isn't just a philosophy. It's a way of life that celebrates opportunities, potential, and shared success. Let's start by getting a solid grasp on what the abundance mindset truly is. Stephen Covey introduced this term in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, to describe a way of thinking and living that sees the world as full of opportunities rather than limitations. It's a belief in the infinite, in possibilities, and in our own potential to achieve great things. But it goes even beyond that. An abundance mindset isn't just about recognizing opportunities, it's about creating them. It's about sharing in the success of others and knowing that their triumphs do not diminish your own. But by embracing these principles of abundance, it helped me to see that there was more than enough to go around. So how does this mindset manifest in everyday life? Let's dive deeper to find out. To fully appreciate the abundance mindset, it's crucial to contrast it with the opposite, the scarcity mindset. This is a way of viewing the world through a lens of limitation, where success and happiness seem finite. You know the type. The ones to comment nasty shit on your posts or to put you down or tell you your business isn't worth anything or that you're never going to make it. You're taking advantage of people. You are a bad capitalist. Those who take their insecurities out on others, those are the ones with scarcity mindset. And I've seen this contrast play out in my own life. When I started RAL Academy, I initially saw it with other, competitors, other trainers in the space. And when I shifted to an abundance mindset, when I started viewing them as collaborators and also helping grow the industry and grow this community of people in the assisted living space, really it changed my whole mindset. It made me see them as like friends and family. And I'm happy that they're teaching and training people because someone who loves them might not love me. And that's okay as long as they get into this space and learn what they need to know. Together as a larger community, we can grow together. This transformation didn't just improve my relationships with competitors and with my own clients, but it propelled me towards success, and making the shift to abundance, it can lead to an unparalleled fulfillment. I know for me, when I first started receiving hate on social media, it really put the scarcity mindset into perspective because naturally I grew up in a household that just kind of goes towards abundance mindset. We never talked about it. We never put words around it. It's just how we experienced life. And then when you put yourself out there on social and people start hating on you and telling you suck and you're ugly and you're the worst, you're just like, what? I'm literally trying to just help people. Why is everyone being so mean? And it can really, really affect your confidence and make you question why you're doing what you're doing and make you feel like you don't want to do those things anymore. But really the people who with the keyboards are not the same ones who are in the arena, right? Brene Brown says that quote about that, saying like, hey, if they're not in the arena, if they're not fighting the same fight as you, then their perspective, their comment doesn't matter. So just let it go. And I think sometimes when you're dealing with people who have a scarcity mindset and you have an abundance mindset, it's important to remember that in certain situations, you've been there and you understand what that feels like. You see somebody succeeding and you want to shoot them down. You want to say, well, it's only because of this, or it's only because of that, or they don't deserve it, or they're not good enough, or whatever. Whoa. That's that scarcity mindset coming in, because the only reason you're trying to put them down is because you feel less than when you see them shining up. But really, when you change your mindset to abundance mindset and you say, if they're shining, that means I can shine. Instead of seeing it as a threat, instead of seeing it as something negative, you can experience it something positive and say, if they can do it, I can do it. Let me get closer to them. Let me learn from them. Let me come along the ride with them. Let me be proud of them. And people love that energy. People love that vibration of having someone who actually is like excited for you in your success. When people hate on your success and they hate on you, it makes you feel terrible. So abundance mindset to me is everything. It's something that naturally I feel like I was blessed with a family who thought that way, but scarcity mindset can creep up on all of us. So it's important to keep it, fresh in your mind that you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person who sees other people's success as a threat. I know some of this stuff sounds like hocus pocus. Like changing your mindset isn't that easy and it doesn't always lead to these massive shifts. Like I get it, but again, that's scarcity mindset. If you literally wake up and change your outlook on this day, you change your mindset, things will change. I find it hard to believe that changing your self-talk and what you put out into the world doesn't have an immediate impact. And I say that because I've literally done it before and I know others who have too. To me, this is why meditation and mindset are so important right now these days. People are getting it. They really, really understand this, and they understand that when you wake up and you set yourself in the right place, in the right tone, you will change your day. You will change your whole experience. And as a young boss, honestly, you have to control your mind. You have to control what's coming from you. You have to control the goodness that you're going to put into the world, because all of your clients and customers are looking up to you. And if you don't come in with a good mindset, don't come in with joyous spirit and a positive energy, they're not going to want to stick around for very long, right? There's only two things like in this world that you can go down the path of: filth or character. That's what sells in this world. And to me, character is a lot easier to grow and expand, and people will stick with you a lot longer. Just my perspective. Take it or leave it. I also want to make it very clear that gratitude plays a pivotal role in living abundantly. First, what is gratitude? Well, gratitude in its essence can be a powerful tool for reframing your perspective and enhancing your daily experience. Think of it as your personal superpower to transform ordinary moments into valuable opportunities for reflection and positivity. It's about recognizing and appreciating the good even in the midst of challenges. Did you get your coffee order right this morning? That's a moment to be grateful for. Did a colleague share a lighthearted joke during a meeting that made you crack up? Another opportunity to acknowledge the positive vibes. Abundance mindset says we can all win, and it appreciates life with gratitude. It's not about pretending everything's perfect, but rather cultivating a mindset that seeks out and celebrates the positive aspects of life, big or small. This practice doesn't just enhance your personal well-being, it resonates in your professional interactions as well, fostering a more supportive and collaborative environment. When we live with gratitude, we open ourselves up to see the beauty in everything and to recognize the abundance that surrounds us. Personally, writing in a gratitude journal has transformed my perspective, helping me to find joy in every circumstance. You guys, if you're not using a gratitude journal, you absolutely should. For work, for personal, for whatever. I once heard this story, I think it was on Instagram, where this guy, he was like, I'm so sick of my wife. Like, I don't love her anymore. I am annoyed by her. She gives me the ick. And somebody challenged him. Every day, I want you to wake up and write something that you are grateful for in her and about her. And he started it on Thanksgiving. How coincidental. But he woke up every day and he wrote this thing. And if he forgot to do it before he woke up, he would do it before bed. And he'd write this. 365 things he wrote. And the next Thanksgiving, he gave her that list. And over that year, he re-fell in love with her. Hey, it's Isabelle. Thanks for listening to the Young Boss podcast. I recently wrote a book called Young Boss, and it's filled with top tips I've learned over the years on how to survive and thrive in business. Pre-order your copy now by heading to the link in the podcast description. Now, back to the show. To me, that's what a gratitude journal is all about. It's not about like you doing the work every single day and getting up and doing it. It's about what happens when you come to the end of that journal or that experience. It's about how you've changed, what's manifested in you. If you're feeling a slump in work, or you're not very grateful or thankful for someone or something in your life, I highly challenge you to do a gratitude journal, right? How you express gratitude or what you have gratitude for is going to be different from me to you, to your friends, to your coworkers, and that's perfectly okay. What matters is that you find it in you to appreciate things through good times and bad. Walking around with gratitude is a lot more productive and attractive than a bad attitude. It doesn't stop with gratitude. We really have to get into our head and unlock and get rid of some things, clean out those cobwebs. How about those limiting beliefs? That tainted, pessimistic self-talk, the imposter syndrome, the doubts, questioning your every move. We as young bosses have a lot going through our minds. And while limiting beliefs can be one of the biggest roadblocks on our path to living abundantly, overcoming these beliefs is crucial to embracing an abundance mindset. For young entrepreneurs, these limiting beliefs might manifest itself in various forms. And you may find yourself thinking, I'm too young. People won't take me seriously. I don't have enough experience. I don't have enough money. I'm never going to make this work. These thoughts can be particularly tricky to navigate because they masquerade as realism. But in reality, they are just fear in a disguise. A study published in the Journal of Behavioral and Experimental Economics found that one's self-perception of entrepreneurial ability plays a significant role in the decision to even start one. No duh. So that's why it's so vital for you to overcome limiting beliefs, especially as a young entrepreneur. If you don't believe it, you literally will not achieve it. It's a cliche for a reason. Has anybody ever told you it's all in your head? Yeah. Your belief in your own capabilities can either propel you forward or hold you back. Do not be in your own way. Overcoming limiting beliefs starts with awareness. Recognize them for what they are. They're mental barriers. They're not ultimate truths. Challenge them. Ask yourself, says who? For every limiting belief, seek out a counter example. Find stories of young entrepreneurs who have made it. Find proof in your own self. Let their journey inspire you. Adopt a growth mindset, a concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. It's a belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset fosters a love for learning and resilience, which is absolutely essential for achieving success, you guys. You're bound to face a plethora of challenges, and your own limiting beliefs should not be one of them. Trust me, there's a ton out there in the world. You don't need to be your biggest hater. Recognize them, challenge them, and replace them with empowering beliefs that propel you towards your goals. Remember, age is just a number, and experience isn't about the years in your field. It's about what you make of each moment along the way. The last thing we need to talk about is the power of positivity. More specifically, the power of positive associations. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our lives and mindsets. Positive associations are the uplifting and inspiring connections you make with people who fuel your drive and encourage your growth. They're like, your own personal cheer squad, right? Pushing you to achieve your best while providing constructive feedback when needed. Surrounding yourself with these optimistic influences can help in fostering a mindset that's resilient, ambitious, and open to opportunities. It's like immersing yourself in a pool of positivity. You can't help but soak up the good vibes and start radiating them back out. In short, remember those battery suckers we talked about a while back? Yeah. Positive associations are the opposite of that. Instead of surrounding yourself with those who have scarcity mindset, who are haters, who are battery suckers, associate yourself with individuals who have a glass half full kind of mindset. In my journey, fostering positive, abundant mindset associations has been an absolute game changer. I know for me, I really like to hire people who have a positive perspective. It's literally one of our core values. We say fun attitude. And what I mean by that is I want you to show up and be positive every day. I do not want to work with negative Nancys. I do not want to work with people who are always like Eeyores, like wah, wah, and always say something negative and always have a negative outlook. It's like, that's not fun for me to be around. And it doesn't boost me to be more creative, to be a better boss, to want to come to a work environment where I feel bad energy and negative vibes. So literally, I've made it one of our core values. If you don't have abundance mindset, if you're not a positive person, get out. I don't want to work with you. And I think that has really helped me surround myself with the right people because I have control of who I work with because I'm the boss. And you, if you're the boss, you literally have control of who you work with. So consider making abundance mindset, growth mindset, positivity, fun attitude one of your core values. Now that we have a deeper understanding of the abundance mindset, it's time to talk about implementation. How can we start living more abundantly in our everyday lives? You know, I've walked this path and I'm excited to share with you some practical steps to apply the principles of abundance in your work and in your relationships and within yourself. From showing gratitude and celebrating others' success to nurturing positive relationships and challenging your own limiting beliefs, here are a few tips to live a life of abundance and positivity. First, focus on what you have. This is a game changer, you guys. Instead of thinking, man, I haven't closed a sale this week, or I'm not skilled enough. Comments made by those with scarcity mindset, focus on what you do have. Hey, I had some great conversations with prospective clients today. Or I'm proud of the skills that I have and I'm excited to add more to my repertoire. Start with what you have because you have a lot. Second, positive associations. Yep, I'll say it again over and over and over, positive associations. Surround yourself with positivity, gratitude, and abundance. If you have a crab, someone who's trying to pull you down in life, who's trying to pull you back in, get away from them. Third, and this one's the biggest, create win-win situations. This is what abundance mindset is all about. Embrace a win-win mindset. Steer clear of the scarcity trap that makes us think that one person's gains is another person's loss. Remember, rising tides lift all the ships. Apply this approach in both your personal and professional interactions, fostering situations where everybody feels triumphant. This requires open, judgment-free listening, a clear understanding of mutual benefits, and creative brainstorming until a satisfying solution can emerge. With this approach, success becomes a shared journey, not a solo quest. When someone else wins, so do you. Lastly, and adamantly probably the hardest of them all, train your mind to recognize opportunities. A captivating study from Harvard revealed a quirky trait of our brains. Can you guess what it is? I'll tell you. Intense focus on one thing makes us oblivious to other opportunities around us. Our brain has limits, and if it's crowded with thoughts like, this is just beyond me, this just is not possible, it's likely going to dismiss any contrary, more empowering beliefs. So here's a pro tip. Train your brain to embrace a lot of flexibility and broaden your awareness. This way, you're not stuck just on one track, but you're open to the abundance of possibilities that life is going to throw your way. As we close today's episode, I hope you're feeling inspired, uplifted, and ready to embrace an abundance mindset. Remember, this is more than just a philosophy, it's a lifestyle. It's about seeing the world as full of potential, rejoicing in the success of others, and living with gratitude each and every day. Embrace the steps and stories we've shared today. Start implementing abundance in your life and witness the transformation awaiting you. Stay abundant, live positively, and remember the world is abundant and there is enough success and happiness to go around for everyone, I promise. So don't be a hater. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Young Boss Podcast with your host, Isabelle Guarino. Be sure to like, share, and follow on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And let me know, do you naturally go towards scarcity or abundance mindset? Remember, youth is your power.